Nels and
Hans.
Hans. Who
was
was
the-
older?
What?
You were the middle child?
Yeah, I was in the middle.
Who was your oldest brother?
Nels.
Nels.
Yeah, and Hans was the youngest.
Yeah. Hans married Joanne.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Nels married Lorraine.
Okay.
And
They stayed on the farm, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, Nels and Lorraine went to California. He was teaching out there,
Okay.
teaching sciences in junior college, I think. But then, when the kids were getting older, then they moved back to the farm because they decided they needed to learn to do the farming.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Grandma, you went to Bozeman, right?
What?
You went to Bozeman for,
Yeah.
but you went to Grandview as well.
Grandview for 1 year.
In Missouri?
No, Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, okay.
Yeah. And then the next year, my brothers were going to go to college. So the three of us went to Bozeman.
Mm-hmm.
And we got an apartment, and then we batched, and it was cheaper than any other way of doing it. And then the folks would send us, stuff from the farm, not eggs, but butter and the farm products, potatoes probably. Yeah, because they were always sending something to eat for us to eat.
Yeah.
And I was doing the cooking, and then the boys were supposed to do the dishes. But that didn't happen.
Not often, huh?
They had things to do at night.
Boys will be boys.
Yeah.
What was the social life in college?
Pardon?
What was the social life at a college?
In college?
Yeah. Was there a lot of parties, or was there
Well,
some
not
formal
a-
occasions?
No, it was right before the war. Were we in the war already? No, because Hans was in ROTC, I know. And then Nels, well, he got to finish his course because they wanted guys that were taking like chemistry or what other,
Physics.
yeah, those kind of courses that might be helpful, for the war effort. I don't know. Anyway, then finally they were drafting a lot of the guys, and pretty soon there weren't any boys at the college. And Nels, I was trying to think, he went over to Europe the day the war was over.
Okay.
I remember that, yeah.
And you were in Chicago that day, right?
No, I was graduating. I was
Okay.
in my last year of college, 45.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Nels graduated in 44. And
D-Day, huh? Close to,
VE Day?
yeah,
44 when he
And then-
graduated.
when I remember one thing, while I was in Chicago going to this school, dietetic school, the day the war was over in Europe, everybody went downtown and walked up and down State Street and singing, and there were servicemen that were around, and they were hugging all the pretty girls.
Yeah.
But it was the most fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just such a relief. Everybody felt that was worth celebrating.
Yeah.
Life could get
And-
back to normal.
Yeah. But I remember that. That was an important part of that year. And I can't remember the date. When was the war over?
May?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that
Or
sounds
June?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometime in the spring. The
Because
Japanese
and
surrendered
it
in
wasn't cold.
August.
I know everybody could be downtown and walking up and down. You didn't have to have
those
shoes
layers.
or the snowshoes or anything. But
The-
oh, the singing, it was amazing. Yeah.
Was the L built, the subway, the elevated train?
Yeah, that
was
was
still
that
there.
was there. Oh,
That
that's
was
been
there.
there a long time because
Okay.
that was there when I was a sophomore or junior. We didn't have any money on the farm. You know, there wasn't anything growing. They didn't have any kind of crop.
Those were pretty dry years.
So-
right?
What?
Pretty dry years.
Oh, it was terrible. So then the folks thought, of course, I had an aunt, Albertina, she worked in Chicago. And she found a job for me, housework, you know, general housework. And so I worked that summer,
So they put you on the train.
$1 a
and-
day.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't afraid of anything.
Okay. Still aren't.
When I think of it now, I hesitate to send my kids, you know, out by themselves. I thought it was terrible, hard to let them go.
Yeah.
But anyway, then after I graduated, then I was going to work again, and I worked in Lake Forest for this family. And by then, I really had learned how to cook, and then I wasn't afraid of trying anything. You know, the lady, she had a lot of social connections, and she wanted to have a luncheon. And I still have the newspaper. It got put in the menu got put in the Chicago Times. Come in.